comfortable at the top rank gym?
It's great. I mean, you know, sometimes my sparring partner fellows to be like, man, I don't want you to pull the Mayweather, so I'm ready anytime you pull the Mayweather. So sometimes I come out here at 2 o'clock, you know, because my body's awake and stuff. But you know, it's great. It's great. It's the first time I train out here. You know, the only difference was my guy's not around. You know, so that's pretty much that's pretty much it. But aside from that, we have everything. We have all the training facilities. I mean, just from the ring, the bag, the mitts, and then all the other stuff that I've done with Victor, with Basil, with all the other guys, with Remy. I have it all at this side here.
Okay, I heard you've been sparring with lightweight, Delaware included. How does it feel to get hit by a lightweight?
So far, I'm pretty tough. You know, I'm pretty tough. I try not to get hit, of course, but you know, the guys definitely were really bigger than I expected in the beginning. But my body got accustomed to the size and the width of the bigger guys. You know, so when I sparred with them, I was having difficulties in the beginning, but now I kind of got used to that type of body in front of me. So it's been great.
So how do you see your fight with Vazquez Jr. unfold?
It's going to be great. You know, I think that, you know, he's a great fighter. You know, as you can see, I'm very excited for this fight. I'm really ready for it already. My mentality is well prepared. But, you know, he's a tough guy. He got power as well as a decent speed. And the one thing that I can't take him lightly is because he's very determined to beat me. So he'll pull everything in his arsenal to try to do that. But we're ready for everything.
Many say that he's tailor-made for you to knock him out. Do you feel that way?
Well, because maybe he has a little bit of style of Montiel, you know, where they have a textbook type of style. They have good form, good movement, and it's easy to read because they're somewhat textbook. But I'm the same way. I'm the same type of fighter, you know. Except that, of course, I switch around sometimes. But you know, when you have two guys who are in good form and who knows their basic from jabs and straight, it's usually you'll see a great fight, great opening. You know, it's just there. So that's gonna be the same as me. That's the same as him.
My final question is: my dream fight for this year was between you and Guillermo Rigondeaux. Last week he knocked out Rico Ramos and called you out. How would you feel about fighting him?
It'll be great, but you know, one thing is we've had our list of fighters, and you know, that's what we're gonna try to do. I mean, you know, the guys that I'm taking task is no easy guys, you know, like Nishioka, Arce, and all those guys, you know. But he just came in the picture and is calling me out, you know, and that's fine. But I believe that he's a boring fighter. That's straight out. He's a boring fighter. I mean, if you guys want to see another Narvaez fight, because I know that I'm going to hurt him. And you already know that when I do hurt a guy, they tend to put the gloves up, like Narvaez. Narvaez was aggressive in the beginning, and then all of a sudden he started running when he got hurt, and that's what's going to happen in this fight. If you guys want to see that, I'm fine with that. I don't say no to a fight.
So here it is from Nonito's mouth to your ear. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Do you feel disrespected by the call out? Do you feel disrespected?
No. You know what? It's fun. It's fun. You know, I finally made it. It's the thing. Yeah, I got hate Twitter guys, you know, that made up for me, and in Facebook hates and stuff like that. That's fine. That's all good. That's what you know when you made it. You know, you got guys calling you out left and right. You got Arce calling you out. You got Ramos calling you out. Rigondeaux calling you out. So there's a lot of guys that's calling me out, and that's fine. I take it all as this, and I just take them one by one. You know, I don't really get offended by it. It's part of boxing. It's part of what this sport is all about. But for me, it's more of the fact that that, you know, I got my guy set on somebody, on one person, and then I'll go to the next one, whoever it is.
Can I ask how you feel about the Pacquiao-Mayweather situation?
I mean, it's frustrating for everybody. You know, it's always a frustrating thing because it's a fight that it's the biggest fight of this time, and everybody wants to see it. The whole crowd is waiting for that to happen. You know, but I again, there's frustration in that.
We reported yesterday that Vazquez is struggling with his weight. He was almost at 132. We know you've struggled before when you were in lower weight class. passes. How do you think that's gonna, change maybe the beginning of the fight or the outcome if his conditioning will be there?
Well, his conditioning is gonna be there because he's gonna train hard to maintain the weight, and that's the condition is not the issue there. Yeah, he definitely has the advantage in terms of size. But in all of the things, there's always. I mean, if you're a bigger guy, you're always fragile too. There's always some part of you is fragile when you're losing weight, when you're cutting down a lot. You're not as strong as your punches are strong and heavy, but you tend to lose the gas, later on. And I think that's what we saw in the fight with Arce. I think I didn't really go and see the whole thing, but I think that's why. But aside from that, I don't listen to news and stuff like that. They could say, oh, he injured his arm or he injured his leg, but he's still gonna go out there. No matter how injured I am, I still fight out there. So I don't take it as that. But definitely he's gonna be the bigger guy. But I'm gonna be the faster guy.
Who do you feel is a legitimate threat to you at super bantamweight?
I think Nishioka is a great fight. And I think that because he's southpaw and he's taller, I've seen him. He's a bigger guy. The thing with the shorter southpaw in Rigondeaux is I can box him all day. I can beat him with a jab. But when you get a guy who's taller, who has a longer reach, and who's also southpaw, I think that's why I aim for Nishioka, because that's the hardest fight that I can get in a super bantamweight. But the most exciting fight that I can get in super bantamweight has got to be Arce, though.
Everything that I've heard from Vazquez camp is that they're gonna come, they're gonna pressure, they want to bring the fight to you. After the fight you had with Narvaez, is that like music to your ears to know that you can expect a great fight?
Definitely. That's the thing is I felt bad for my fans. I won the fight and I was happy with that. But I did give it all I got. But I wanted the fans. I mean, I think that I at this point I've accomplished a lot. A lot of fighters couldn't really do, except for the great ones. I want to do it for the fans. I want to be there for the fans. I want to give them a good time. I want to give them a good time and enjoy what the Filipino Flash can offer. But to hear that, that's incredible. And I'm ready for that. That's why I got bigger guys who's coming in and doing their thing, and it's crazy, but it's something I want to hear. Like you said, it's music to my ear.
Right. How much do you weigh when you're thinking of taking a fight, between taking the best challenges and taking a fight that you consider to be an exciting fight? Like, how much do you weigh that? What would it take for you to actually think Rigondeaux is an exciting fight for me?
Well, I've seen him only a few times, and the last time I've seen the last time I've seen him was when he fought in HBO, and that wasn't an exciting fight at all. And I've heard when he knocked out Ramos, he wasn't exciting as well. He barely threw any punches. He's a very defensive guy. So I'm hearing all this stuff. But when I did see him, I wasn't impressed. He seems like he can pop, but he's not willing to commit to get hit. And that's not a fun fight, because you're not gonna hit me and I'm not gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? So, but in due time. I guess in due time. He still have a couple more years and a couple more fights to prove that he's exciting. And I'll be waiting. I'll be here for a year. Depends how high. I know right now I'm only 128, and every time I train I'm about 124, 125. So I still got a lot of years in here. So he still has a lot of time for me to look up and see if he's exciting or not.
And is a plan still for you to fight in the Philippines in June?
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing, and I'm very excited if it does happen. Like I said, they've given me the Nishioka name, the Arce name, and all that stuff, and whoever, I'm down for it. But first things first, the guys I want to be in there in the ring with.
A guy that we're talking to for you to face, maybe that fight isn't going to happen right now, was Gamboa. They're talking about him facing Rios. You're a good friend of Rios. What do you think about that fight between him if it happens?
It's an incredible fight. If that fight happened, I already told Robert already that if that fight happens, I'm going to go out there and help him out, because I'm the fastest guy you'll ever face, and the guy like Gamboa is strong and fast, and I maybe this world guy, but I still got a lot of power to help him out, to make him see the speed, make him get accustomed to the speed of Gamboa.
Win or lose, is that a fight you think that would excite you as far as
It's a
down the
very
road?
exciting fight. That's the guy. You know, if people like all the guys are saying, "Oh, you're afraid," you know what? If I'm afraid, give me Gamboa. I'm not afraid to fight Gamboa, and I believe that Gamboa is 100 times better than Rigondeaux. You know, so that's the type of fight I want. I mean, it's not that. I think he's exciting. I think he has a lot of power. He tries to go in there. Right now, he's starting to cool down and calm down and be more of a veteran fighter than before. But he's still an exciting fighter. He when he punches, he commits to it. You know, it's not like the other guys. You know, it's just that's one of the guys that I think that I want to go for.
And being that you're from Northern California, is there any plans to have a fight back in San Jose or San Francisco in the near future for your fans back there?
That would be great. I think that if that happens, I mean, that would be great for the fans, you know, in the Bay. And then, I mean, I think that'll be great. That'll be incredible if I can make that happen.
And do you have a message for all the fans out there?
I just want to thank everybody out there. Look forward to February 4th. If you guys can't be there, check it out. HBO, it has it for you guys. And thank you guys for all the support again.
Thanks, guys.